Hi, Brad Martin again. Well, on this video, I'm going to be talking about myself. This is going to be my story. I think it's important if you're looking for an opportunity or a career change that you really should get to know the people that are involved. So I'm going to sit back and please listen to this. I'm going to disclose to you exactly how I got started and where I'm at now and how I got to this. Well, first of all, I was a mechanic. I was a terrible maintenance mechanic. So what did they do? They made me foreman. It's kind of funny. It's true. I worked for my stepdad. I was not a good mechanic, but at least I showed up on time. I tried. But I did that for 5 years. I bought my first house. I bought my first Corvette. And the bottom line is that I knew I had other things inside of me. You can feel it in the pit of your stomach. You can feel it in your heart. You want to do something else. I had no love for it. And if you're going to do something, you should have a love for it. And you should have a want and a desire for it. And that's why I'm talking to you, because I'm looking for people like me. And exactly like me. People that want more out of life. People that want the nicest things for their family. And people like you who are trying to make more money, but not only the money. It's important that I call it luck, labor under controlled knowledge. They learn a business and they can pass it on. See, this is a great business that you can pass on to your family. If you have children, maybe your wife wants to help you. This is a business you get to run from home. And you get to grow in increments, meaning you're going to get to know everything about the business. Now, when I first started, I couldn't even get a sales job. Nobody wanted to hire me as a salesman. I went to car lots after car lots. I went to anything and everything. I ended up selling vacuum cleaners. You heard it right, Interstate Engineering, the little green pig with a 20-foot wagging tail. But I was actually pretty doggone good at it. But I want to tell you, I was so good at it that I was so embarrassed to tell my family what I was doing. You heard that correct. Who wants to go home and say, hey, yeah, I quit this job that I was on to go sell vacuum cleaners door to door? Well, I was good enough at it, they made me a trainer. Now, then all of a sudden the financing changed. I had to look for something else. I ended up in home improvements. The only home improvement that I did well in was air conditioning. I was a pretty good air conditioner salesman because I could give away the heating system to go with it. There was always some kind of a catch to it. And then it also came down to financing. Well, and when financing changed, I looked for other careers. I ended up into multi-level or network marketing. It looked good, sounded good, but the reality is the problem with that business, and if any of you have experienced it, you end up buying so much of the product. And we always called it garage qualified. I mean, we would sell people as much as their credit cards could handle. Well, I got sick and tired of that. I made pretty good money, but I looked around and the people involved with me were not making good money. As a matter of fact, they were scraping by. Their credit cards were maxed. Am I hitting home with you? Are these the same things that you experienced? Multi-level sounds good, and for some people it works just fine. But for me it did not. I did it for a number of years. Well, I discovered a company called A.O. Williams. And it was a big insurance company owned by a gentleman named Art Williams. And they sold life insurance through a network marketing plan. I did okay with it. I became a regional vice president with the company. But again, I looked around and I had several hundred agents. But what was so disappointing is that the people around me were starving. I was making fair money, but the chargebacks would hit me. We'd recruit, sell the recruit, and then 3-4 months down the road, they'd cancel their policies. Well, I just got sick and tired of it. I just got worn out with it because I wanted people to make money. I mean, I wanted to have a business where I had lots of people, but at the same time, I wanted to make money, but I wanted them to make money as well. Well, then I got I seen an ad in the paper regarding health insurance. Talked about lead generation. I knew everybody needed health insurance because I had my own health problems. My wife had her own health problems. So it was a situation where I knew that people needed the products. Well, I went to a training class, and I want to tell you, I fell in love with health insurance right from the beginning. Well, they wanted you to call, set the appointment, and go on them. They wanted you to go on 10 appointments a week. Well, I did. I did that for 2 weeks. I went on 20 appointments, and I did not sell one product. Not one. So obviously I didn't start off as an all-star. Well, it was disappointing. Well, then I answered another ad. Same kind of company, same kind of training, same type of lead program. Well, then I met a gentleman. His name is John. I'll call him John S. John S. showed me a system on how to sell health insurance. And I did it his way, and I did it for a number of years. I generated the lead, I went out and I qualified the people, and I did what's called a one-call close. I'd set the appointment on the phone, and then I'd go out and see the people. My goal was always to have 10 appointments, and if I did it properly, I would sell 8 or 9 of them. And I did. And I went on to make $70,000, $80,000, $90,000 a year doing it. Well, I did that for several years. And then it dawned on me one day, I created a program called SMART. And SMART simply stands for Save Money and Reduce Taxes. And here's what I did, is I showed people how to lower their monthly premiums and get more benefits. Now I'm going to go through in the product section and talk about this even more, but I want you to realize that it changed my life. Because what happened is that I turned right around and I was selling a lot of products, and I was selling products, peripheral products around the product that I got to make money on. And I made my residual income just skyrocket. Well, I'm happy to say that I still do this today. The only difference that I do today is that I now teach you how to do it. And you get to make an unbelievable income. And I'm going to show you that the lead generation is so very, very important. I'm going to show and teach you how to advertise. And advertising your products is so very important. I'm going to show you a number of ways. And I'm going to get into that when we're talking about lead generation. You want to pay close attention to it, because lead generation is so very, very important. But most importantly, I'm going to teach you how to qualify those people. Not only are they going to want to buy your product, they're going to want to set appointments. But you don't need to go see them anymore. Not in today's world with getting on in your car, driving, fighting cars bumper to bumper on the freeways, spending the money on the gas. You don't need to do that. I do 99% of this over the telephone. But you can still go see them if you want. One of my sons still likes going face to face. He likes going out to see them, and he puts all the applications on the computer. We're going to show you every which way to do it. There is no way that you're going to not know how to do it. And then you're going to learn all the questions and all the objections for health insurance. You're going to learn all the products, because that's exactly, you're going to become an expert at the business, just like I think I am. And you're going to learn all the tricks. Now I want to tell you, I didn't start off great. So you're going to get the value of all the mistakes that I made. And I made a bunch of them. I'm sorry to say, I was like the football player. You don't start off great. You first start off fair. Then you move up to being good. Then you become a little good or very good. And then you become real good, and then you become excellent. Well, I'm going to show you how to jump those hurdles and get to becoming excellent real fast. But it's not overnight. And I want you to fall in love with the industry. You should fall in love with 2 things, maybe 3 things. First of all, you want to help people. If you don't want to help people, this is not going to be the business for you. 2, you want to help people save money. You must realize they're already buying the product. That is my customer that I go after. People that are already spending the money. If they're not spending the money now, they're not my type of customer, because they got to fit it into their budget. But if they already are buying the product, all I have to do is show them how to get a better product, and they're going to spend less money to get it. Makes sense? Then they can take that money and use for retirement. They can use that money for college education. They can use that money for groceries or making their house payment. So that's what I do. The second is I show you how to recruit and teach those. Let me teach those recruits for you. You're going to recruit, and let me show them how to make money. I'll do all the training for you. And I want you to be a partner with me and learn this business inside and out. Now that's basically my story. Now you should be looking at a motel, a picture of a motel on the side of this video called the National Inn. Well, I want to tell you, that's where I started. I was so doggone broke, I didn't even have a car. I did not have a car. All I had was a cell phone. Now look at the picture to my right, and you're going to see this is where I live now. Unbelievable. And I want to tell you, it only gets better and better and better. I'm here to assist. I'm here to help you. If you don't feel that way, if you're not getting that from me, please don't get involved, because you're going to get to talk to me. You're going to get to meet me. I'm wanting to help people who want more for their family and more for themselves. And I want people that really have a passion and have a passion to do something with their lives. They want to be somebody. What's wrong with that? I'd love to help you. Thanks for being on this video, and please go to the next one. I will talk to you later.